Hey YouTube, it's Erin, and I am the Handbag Housewife, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video is going to be a double Louis Vuitton unboxing. Yes, you heard that right. I don't generally do double unboxings with Louis Vuitton. I like to space these things out so we can savor them over the course of time. But today, since it's Friday, I am going to be doing a double Louis unboxing just for you. Now, I guess it's technically an unbagging, not an actual unboxing, but close enough. One of the items is in a box, the other is in this bag. So let's get to it and see what's inside. What do you say? Let's start with the smaller item first. This is an item that I found on eBay, and I am super excited about it. It is a Louis Vuitton charm, and let me just tell you, the other item is a bag, so don't despair. If you are here for the bags, honey, I got you covered. But what's inside here is actually a charm, and it's one that I recently spotted on Fashion File, and then I found it with a Japanese seller selling it much cheaper than what Fashion File had it for, and I think it's in better condition. So let's just check it out. I love charms that do not swing around and bang around when you're wearing them. And I found that the Louis Vuitton chain charms, and if you do a search on eBay or Poshmark or Mercari, there's lots of different sites where you can do a search for a Louis Vuitton chain charm and find these cute little charms that will attach to the handle rings on bags like Speedy's and my V-Tote, and that's just to name a few. But I had this one in mind for my Damier Ebene Speedy's because the lining of those bags is red, and as you can see, the center flower has like either a red acrylic or a red enamel of some sort, which is surrounded in rose gold. And rose gold's not a color that's super common with any luxury handbag brand. The other flowers include this pink one that has white in it, and then a Louis Vuitton in a gunmetal, or an LV emblem, I mean. Another LV floor in the gunmetal, and then the final one is a flower in silver with a golden rivet in the center that says Louis Vuitton. So this item was ranked, I think it was maybe 2 down from the highest level of ranking with the seller. And I will share the seller down in the description box because I have purchased 2 things from this seller now. And I believe they are both charms, but the other purchase was way far back. But I've had excellent luck buying from them. I have not had this item authenticated, but what I thought I would do is I would take some pictures of it and compare it to the Fashion File listing, because like I said, there is one of these listed on Fashion File, and I know they have an excellent authentication program. And then if I see any discrepancies between this one and the Fashion File one, I will go ahead and submit it to Authenticate First. I generally submit everything to Authenticate First, but this charm was around $330. It was around $350 after tax, and I just don't want to pay the extra 20 bucks. I know that seems silly. It's just 20 bucks, but I mean, that's almost 10% of the cost of the item, like 8% maybe, something like that, if I'm doing my math right. But let me go ahead and put this on a bag so you can see it. I went ahead and pulled out my Louis Vuitton Speedy 25. I'm getting ready to go to a ball game, and so I was sort of thinking that I would bring this bag out. She hasn't had a voyage in quite some time, and she holds everything I need to. She is a Diet Dr. Pepper lugger for sure, and so I was thinking that she should get some time in the sun, but as you can see, she's got her red flower in the middle, and I think it drapes quite nicely, and it's super cute. Now, when I carry this bag, I generally let the handles drop down. To get in and out of the car, I might carry it top handle or crook of the arm, but then I do use a crossbody strap with this bag that comes with it, or I'll take out a section of the crossbody strap and wear it on the shoulder. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do tonight. I do have all my items in my Marc Jacobs, the tote bag in True Red currently, so I'm going to be swapping them over into the Speedy. But I'll do that here in a minute off camera because you guys don't need to see the same old stuff go from this bag into this bag and vice versa all over the place all the time. One more quick look though, up close and personal, so you can just see how awesome the condition is of this charm. I mean, so many of the ones that I see on the pre-loved market are all scratched up here or all scratched up here, and about as cheap as they go on Louis Vuitton's website is $600. That's the very cheapest, and then they go up from there. And so for this one being I think it was $337 or $339, and then plus tax it was $350. That's almost half off, which is a steal in Louis Vuitton terms. And I think this is almost new, would be my classification. It would for sure be excellent in Fashion Files classification or in Rebag's classification, because there is just almost no scratching on it. The hardware on the clips is like immaculate. There's just the tiniest bit of what I would call pitting on this charm, where there's little spots on it. Probably because Japan is a warm and humid climate, I think. I heard that recently. And so that sort of thing happens. I've had that sort of thing happen with charms that are from somewhere in the US. Like, I got one recently that was that way, but you can see it a little bit on the back of that charm. But that is so minimal, and they do get scratched up when you use them. And so I'm good with that. I'm happy about my new acquisition. Now on to the bag in the bag. I don't have any excuses for this one. I really didn't sell anything to get it. It's just a straight up purchase. I was scrolling the Facebook groups that I'm part of. I'm part of several Louis Vuitton Facebook groups. And I have a friend, Joshie Michael, who just got this bag from one of the Facebook groups. And I have to say I was a little jelly. I told him about it and he bought it. And he thought he was saving myself from myself, but he was wrong, because I kept looking and then I found this one. And I think this one's a better fit for me anyway. So it was like the universe was lining up in both of our favors and making things happen that needed to happen, or that we wanted to happen, or something like that. But I got a Vavin PM, and it is in, I believe, he was thinking the color was sesame, but on the tag it says BE.NO. And so I'm thinking it's beige noir. And noir, of course, is the black part. And then it also had EBE for Damier Ebene in the product code as well. But I have scoured the internet and I have not found a single one of these in this color anywhere. Not on eBay, not on Fashion File, not on anywhere. I mean, I've looked on Poshmark, Mercari, I've looked everywhere, and I haven't seen one in this color. So if you have one in this color, let me know down in the comment section, because I feel like it's quite unusual and somewhat of a limited edition. The gal I bought it from, I found on one of the Louis Vuitton Facebook groups, and she had had it for sale since June, and I came across it by just going into my groups and dragging down and putting in the search bar Vavin PM. And this popped up, and I contacted her, and sure enough, she still had it. So we negotiated a little bit, and I picked it up for a great price under retail, and she had used it a couple of times. When I got it, it had a little bit of tarnishing on the hardware, and it looked like the stickers had been left on, and maybe that was why it was around these little circles. And so I polished it up. It all came off. The hardware was like almost perfect. I mean, we're talking just a couple of tiny minuscule hairline scratches. And I put some hardware protectors on it. But it's sort of a long story. I had a partial set from my Georges BB, which was actually designed for the Vavin. They have the same closure. So as you can see, the Georges BB has hardware protectors on it, and its closure is the same. And when I got the Georges, I had a heck of a time with this little bit that goes over this arch in getting the sticker to go on right there. And so I ended up on that one, cutting it down the middle and installing it in this side and then this side. And so I had this side left over, but not this side. So I custom cut one, and they're not perfect. And I'm not going to really show you up close because they need about 2 days to settle before I'll know how good I applied them, but you can see they're pretty shiny, and I can use this bag now right away and not worry about scratching the hardware anymore. The gal I got it from said she'd only worn it like twice, and that was evident because the hardware wasn't really scratched at all, except for maybe just one hairline scratch there and a teeny little one right there. Like I said, almost nothing at all. So the Vavin has a double chain strap that has leather brakes up at the top that say Louis Vuitton. This particular one was made in Italy, and it does say Louis Vuitton right there. And I wish it was in gold, personally. Maybe the black will stay better though. And they may have done black to match with the black leather trim on the bag. This bag sort of is a replacement for me for my Passy bag. I had the Passy, and it was quite some time ago. I had it for just 1 month, and it cracked right here. Well, the Vavin's actually designed better because there's not a joint right here where the glazing joins. It goes all the way over to here and then curves around. And so you're not going to see the same kind of cracking that you would with a bag like the Passy. And so I, returned the Passy, got the Boulogne instead. The Boulogne's a fabulous bag, but it's not a convertible chain bag. So this is sort of like my Passy, but in Damier Ben. My puppy just came to say hello. You might have heard her jingle. But anyway, so this bag, let me give you a full circle. It's got pleats on this side. I like how it's rounded right here instead of folded. And pleats on that side. They're the same, surprise, surprise, and no back pocket, but it does have a front pocket. So enter Exhibit A. The front pocket's right there. The lining is the beautiful beige, just like the exterior. And I have placed inside, and this will give you an idea of sizing, an Alma BB insert that I had left over, and it fits pretty much perfectly. Zumani has graciously agreed to send me a custom Vavin organizer for this bag and one of their new felt base shapers. And I'm super excited to try that out because I haven't tried one of their felt base shapers out yet. So I'll let you know how that goes. But you can see it has this back pocket that's zipped right there. And that is the only pocket that's part of the bag. Besides the fact that it has the front pocket as well, which is perfect size for your cell phone. Enter my cell phone case. I will show you, this is like the same size as my 14, and look, there's oodles of room on the end. Just gobs of space. Now, the Vavin PM has been discontinued. I think it's still available in Empreinte on Louis Vuitton's website, but the canvas versions are no longer there here in the United States. So that makes me think that it's on its way out. When I was doing the hardware protectors on the inside, it had one up here. And I ended up deciding, because of the way that it's got that little tab in the middle to fit into the hole here, I just created a hardware protector for this piece because I don't think you need them on both sides. I think one side will do it. And I found with my little softie that having them on both sides, they kind of stick together. So I'm doing it on one side, but great magnetic closure. You can hear it snap closed. And just overall a great bag. I mean, super clean. Really like it was just not really used. It was looked at and enjoyed and then moved on, a lot like a lot of my bags. So I'm not going to wear this bag today. I'm going to switch into that Speedy for the basketball game, but let me try it on real quick for you. For any of you out there who have seen the Marceau bag, this bag's quite a bit different, but if you do get it in the Empreinte, it becomes a lot more similar. And I wanted to tell you that the chain on this is a little thinner than that on the Marceau. Joshy took some pictures that I can insert, kind of comparing the chain on this bag to the chain on the Marceau. Also, the drop on the bag is longer on this bag than it is on the Marceau. So if you're a taller girl, the Vavin, or boy, the Vavin may work better for you. There it is on me. And again, I'm 5'8", about 145 pounds. And then if I wanted to wear it crossbody, all I have to do is pull up one side of the strap and there we go. Now with bags like this, I don't tend to like to wear them crossbody because The leather braid goes over my back if I want to wear it in the front. On the side, then it's in the right spot. But I like to wear my bags like this. So I'll wear this bag in a pinch, crossbody, but for the most part, I'm gonna wear it like this on the shoulder. That's gonna be the plan. So that is my beautiful new bag, the Vavin PM in Damier Ebene with noir and I believe beige or sesame trim. I think it's quite the find. I got it for, again, well under retail, at least probably 20 to 30% under what the retail would have been if it was still on the US website, but sadly it's not. But you can pick these up on the pre-loved market, and I'm going to link several of them below in an LTK link because I did a whole bunch of research and found a whole bunch of these pre-loved that looked to be in excellent condition. So the ones I found were mostly on eBay and Fashion File, and I will link those in one link below. You can just click on that link. It'll bring you to the whole list of them with pictures, and it's easy to shop from. So make sure to check that out below. If you are interested in finding one of these beauties, you can get them for anywhere from like $1,300 or $1,400 up to over $2,000, but the ones I'll link should be all under that $2,000 price point. So that'll do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there's the same. It's the @symbol, then the Handbag Housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.